This is Hino's Sport, bringing you the heat and that fire. We keeping the foot on the what on the next. We keeping the foot on the what on the next. And like the Tibetan mastiff that I am, I'm applying what unlimited pressure. Because pressure does what? It bursts his pipes. Let's talk about it, man. Interdiction King strikes again. Interdiction King strikes again. Listen, y'all. All of these Rudy Poo and Plum Plum brains, classic Dalton troglodytes, ultra fanboys with the ultra fanboy rhetoric, i.e. Lebron tards, right? They are individuals in their lives that are insecure and miserable as you know what. Anybody that's a fucking LeBron tard is a mediocre basketball fan. Let me say it again. Anybody that's a LeBron tard is a mediocre fan, basketball fan. Because LeBron James is mediocre at his truest and his most properest levels. He's a guffa folk, a greatest finals failure of all time. And see, Hino's Sport has to deal with this bullshit and this fuck shit for what it is at its truest and its most properest levels. Bullshit and fuck shit. Remember, Biggie came out with a song. Party and bullshit. And party and bullshit. Party and bullshit. And party and bullshit. Bullshit, but gets fuck shit. And bullshit, but gets fuck shit. Bullshit, but gets fuck shit. And bullshit, but gets fuck shit. That's Hino's Sports remix version. Biggie would freaking approve. Because true alpha extraordinaires that are governed by true alpha economics, they approve by this. Anybody that's a LeBron James fan is a failure in their lives. Because LeBron James is the epic failure in basketball. This guy right here has went to the NBA Finals 10 times and won 4. You gave this same shit to Michael Jeffrey Jordan, 10 for 10. You gave this same shit to Kobe B. Bryant, 8 for 10 minimum, 9 for 10 maximum. You see the difference? You see the delineation? You see this distinction? You see the golf? Kobe B. Bryant and Michael Jordan would have worked this thing on a different scale. They would have worked it on a different level. LeBron James has had the stacking of the cards of the decks in his favor, and he still found a way to goofball this shit up. This is supposed to be an NBA bubble, NBA virtual reality title, like the movie Player One. Remember, when you take off the virtual realities, like Hino's Sport famously says, what happens? You come back to fucking reality. And the bottom line is this. He tried that bullshit and that fuck shit, and what ended up happening is truest in his most properest levels. He got fucking almost exposed by Jimmy Butler, who was injury-plagued Miami Heat team. This is what these Rudy Poo and Plum Plum brains, classic Dolce troglodytes, ultra fanboys with the ultra fanboy rhetoric Laker fans don't get. LeBron James almost lost with all of those situations in his fucking favor. That's sad. That's miserable as fuck. That's bullshit and that's fuck shit. That's Rudy Poo and Plum Plum brain shit. That's classic Golden troglodyte shit. That's ultra fanboy with the ultra fanboy rhetoric shit. But you got a bunch of these reverse bias AK detractors, AK panders. They like mediocre shit. Because LeBron James reminds them of their love participation award era mindset. Remember, 97% of the people on the planet are participation award recipients. They don't care how they win. They don't care how they get it, as long as they fucking get it. That's what LeBron James's basketball career is all about. Being a fucking accident. Being a fucking aberration. This guy's not a goat. And if he is a goat, he's the greatest of all fucking trolls. Let me say it again. He's not a goat. And if he is a goat, he's the greatest of all trolls. This is why these motherfuckers are prisoners of the moment, man. Because in Rudy Poo and Plum Plum brain, classic Golden troglodyte, ultra fanboy with the ultra fanboy rhetoric fashion, they forgot. Unless you forget, unless I have to remind your ass. All remember, it's keep the foot on the what on the next. It's keep the foot on the what on the next. And like the Tibetan mastiff that I am, I'm applying what? Unlimited pressure. Because pressure does what? It bursts his pipes. It's pressure. Pressure busts his fucking pipes. Because unlimited pressure has to be applied. Because lest y'all forget, let's have to remind y'all asses that Kevin Durant, like Drake, he back to back LeBron James's ass, dog. 2016 to 2017 and 2017 to 2018. Drop that 35, crooked little. It was the same thing when MJ went like the Magic Johnson, dog. And Kevin Durant at that point said, how am I not the best when I beat LeBron James? And this was the napalm that I liked with Kevin Durant. He said, this is a little toxic as fuck, you know what environment. He gave you guys the ultimate prophecy. It was Nostradamus for him to say that. These motherfuckers out here is gargling the freaking LeBalls. And all these secret LeBron-tars or secret LeBron fanboys, he knows the sports absolution and resolution revealed their fucking asses at their truest and their most properest levels as fence fucking straddlers. I told you, if you got LeBron James in your top 10, you're a fucking LeBron-tar. If you sit here and say that LeBron James belongs in the same ranks in the pantheon of greatness with the Michael Jeffrey Jordans or the Kobe Bean Bryants, you're a fucking LeBron-tard. And to sit there and Rudy Poo and Plum Plum Brain, classic Durant troglodyte, ultra fanboy with the ultra fanboy rhetoric, i.e. reverse bias, aka detractors, aka panders fashion, and in cooning fashion, and to forget that Kevin Durant owned fucking LeBron James. They've been to the NBA Finals 3 fucking times. Kevin Durant has a 67 percentile advantage over LeBron James to LeBron James 33.3%. And y'all gonna sit here and act like that shit didn't happen? They played 13 times against each other in the NBA playoffs. You know where that happened? In the NBA Finals, where legends are made, dog. Where the pantheon of greatness is denoted. And Kevin Durant has a 70 percentile advantage over his ass. 9 out of fucking 13. LeBron James won 4 games out of 13 games against Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant won 9 out of 13. And y'all sitting here with y'all rabbit ass mouth and y'all shut y'all damn faces selves. Because y'all need to know y'all role and shut y'all damn face and trying to compare this shit. It's a things that make you say, It's a things that make you say, LeBron James fans are mediocre as fuck, just like LeBron James. LeBron James fans are participation award recipients, just like LeBron James, who's the ultimate Le Participation Award era recipient. Why do you think it's called Le Participation Award era? Because LeBron James has made it beautiful via the 27th law of power, cult-like following like nobody's business. Le Cult follows. And in neuro-linguistic programming, to Rudy Poo and Plum Plum Brain yourself, classic Dote and troglodyte yourself, ultra fanboy with the ultra fanboy rhetoric yourself, into brain full of mush and brainwash, therefore and therefore and therefore and thereby and whatever the fuck you want to call it, dodo fucking heads. Your brain full of mush and your brainwashed dodo heads. This is what the media has done to you. They fucked your ability in your brain to think via neuro-linguistic programming. And now you sound like the LeBron-tards you are. Why do you think it's called LeBron-tards? Because it's LeBron fans and retardation put together. And when you put retardation and LeBron together, you get LeBron-tards. Sitting here and saying that LeBron James, of all fucking people, a greatest finals failure, a guffer fucking folk, a guy that Kevin Durant, Mr. Anti-LeBron, Mr. 35, crook a little, the 50, 40, 90 walking gazelle, knocked his ass down to his la truest and his most la properest levels. The guy that made the la legacy officially la done, the la cachet officially la over, and got y'all nerves and mouths to fix yourselves to say this NBA bullshit ass title, this Mickey Mouse title, this isolation of this fucking reality of a title, this virtual reality of a title, this fucking NBA pickup game, this least path of resistance bullshit and fuck shit. This NBA title is supposedly a real NBA title. Don't make me fucking it's a least path of resistance title, dog. It's a fraudulent, fluky, on-the-spot NBA title, just like Shaquille O'Neal said. And in its fraudulent, fluky, on-the-spot ways, when Kevin Durant comes back, where Brooklyn at? Where Brooklyn at? Where Brooklyn at? Where Brooklyn at? Remember, Biggie didn't say that because it was a question. Biggie said that because he was making an emphatic statement in a rhetorical fashion. When he comes back with Uncle Drew and the beard and they do their fucking thing, Brooklyn's finest is going to keep the foot or the lion's foot on the Los Angeles Lakers giraffe's neck. That's the cold-hearted, that's the unadulterated, and that's the cutthroat truth kind of fashion. Kevin Durant don't look at LeBron like he's a peer. He looks beneath him. It's like Jay-Z said, I'm not looking at you, dude. I'm looking past you, dog. Let me say it again. I'm not looking at you, dude. I'm looking past you. Kevin Durant's looking past LeBron James because he's been there and he's fucking done that. Let me say it again. He's been there and he's fucking done that. Again, that's the cold-hearted, that's the unadulterated, and that's the cutthroat truth teller fashion. What you're finding is LeBron James fans, just like LeBron James, are mediocre as fuck. This is He Knows the Sport. Check it out.